This is the story of a girl who had everything but still chose to risk it all. Her name was Suzanne. At just 18 years old, Suzanne was living a life most people could only dream of. She grew up in São Paulo, Brazil, in a wealthy family with millions in assets. Her parents gave her access to the best schools, a luxurious home, and a comfortable future. But despite all of that, there was one thing she wanted that her parents refused to accept: Daniel. To Suzanne, Daniel was everything. But to her parents, he was nothing but trouble. They believed he was a bad influence, someone who would only drag her down, and no matter how much Suzanne defended him, their opinion never changed. Then came a turning point. While her parents were away on vacation, Suzanne invited Daniel over to the house. What started as a few days together turned into weeks of complete freedom. No rules, no supervision, just parties, alcohol, and drugs. But when her parents returned, reality hit hard. They were furious. Not only was Daniel still around, but it was clear things had gone too far. Suzanne tried to solve the situation by asking her father for something bold: buy her and Daniel an apartment so they could live together. The answer was immediate: no. Her father made it clear. If she wanted that life, she would have to pay for it herself. And that's when everything changed. Because Suzanne didn't have money, neither did Daniel. They had no jobs, no income, and no real plan for the future. Except one. If her parents were gone, everything would belong to her. Their estate, worth millions, bank accounts already tied to her name, a life where she and Daniel could finally be together without restrictions. So instead of walking away, they made a decision that would destroy everything. They planned a murder. On a quiet night, Suzanne worked from the inside. She disabled the home's security system and let Daniel in, along with his brother, who had agreed to help. While Suzanne stayed downstairs, the two men went upstairs, where her parents were sleeping. What happened next was brutal and sudden. Within moments, both parents were gone. Afterward, the scene was staged to look like a robbery. The house was disturbed, and a small amount of cash was taken to support the story. Then they left, each one creating a fake alibi, hoping to avoid suspicion. The next morning, Suzanne returned home and acted as if she had just discovered the crime. She called the police, played her role, and waited. But something didn't feel right. Investigators quickly noticed it. Suzanne was too calm. There were no signs of panic, no emotional breakdown, just a strange sense of control in a situation where most people would fall apart. And the evidence didn't match the story. Only cash was taken. The security system had been turned off from inside the house. It didn't take long for suspicion to begin circling around her. Still, there wasn't enough proof. Not yet. Then, someone made a mistake. Daniel's brother, just days after the crime, suddenly showed up with a brand new motorcycle, paid entirely in cash. In a place where that kind of spending stood out, it raised immediate questions. When police brought him in, it didn't take long. Under pressure, he confessed everything. One by one, all three were arrested. What seemed like a perfect plan, completely unraveled. But Suzanne made one more critical mistake. While waiting for trial, she appeared on television, trying to present herself as a grieving daughter. But before the interview even began, her microphone picked up something she didn't expect. Her lawyer coaching her, telling her exactly how to act, when to cry, how to gain sympathy. When that footage aired, it changed everything. The public no longer saw a victim. They saw someone performing. In the end, the court reached its decision. Daniel received a long prison sentence. His brother did as well. And Suzanne, the girl who once had everything, was also found guilty. Her future, once filled with opportunity, was now defined by a single choice, a choice that cost her everything.